All that
I
ammo
got some great bargains for you
gone.
today.
Uh,
Oh, that's a nice one.
just buy these and see if I can make my life easier. No, let me go. Come on. There we go. There's that one. Oh, I should probably buy blaster ammo. Yeah, I'll be okay. Hopefully. I forgot about Birth by Sleep, honestly. I didn't ever buy the actual game though. Like I said, I played them all through different means. But I remember playing it, and oh man. The Kingdom Hearts series is another series that I will say has sat in my life for a long time. I remember when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, I was in line 12 o'clock waiting for the release. I had pre-ordered it and got the deluxe pre-order edition and everything. Nope, don't need to do that again. No, grab the glove. There we go. So, Birth by Sleep is a difficult one for me because I enjoyed the story, but I don't like how they did the story. Like, I really don't think they needed to separate it with 3 different people just to make a point, more or less. You got 3 separate characters, each of different difficulty. Like, was that truly necessary? I can say that it wasn't necessary, and I don't know, personally, it was fun, but that was probably the hardest Kingdom Hearts game for me. Just in general. Okay. Jesus. See, I can honestly say that I don't remember much of anything about Dissidia. I remember playing it, and I remember saying, huh, this was fun, and then never playing it again.
This is a premium nanotech dispenser. You can purchase a can to increase your maximum health.
Oh, thank God. But how much? 4,000? That's a shame. I just spent all my money on literally everything else. Thankfully, with the way this will be, I can probably come back relatively easier if I can't make up the money right here. Yeah, I definitely didn't. Oh, Jesus. Damn frogs. Ah, I know where I am again. No, I've never played any Dragon Ball game. Dragon Ball is by far one of the furthest things out of my mind for me to play games-wise. Because I never got on the Dragon Ball hype train like everybody else did. It was never anywhere near my my forte. That kind of combat system just isn't fun to me. Unless the one on PSP was different somehow, I probably wouldn't even have thought about playing it. Find something for a few more bolts. I mean, I need 60 more bolts. I could always go throw a few bombs, because the crates really aren't getting me any bolts that I need. But yeah, the old Dragon Ball games, the new Dragon Ball games, I've never been a huge fan of any of them. So I've never played any of them. Like I said, I can't remember Dissidia that well. I know I played it, but there we go. That's enough to buy the health. But if it was, if the Dragon Ball was similar to that, then that might have been why I stopped playing. I know I put a few hours into it, but not enough to remember anything. I had a friend who really liked the Dissidia games, and he tried to get me in on those too. And I have like 2 or 3 of them downloaded. I just haven't gone to play it. Health, health, health. I'm getting further and further away from that Visibomb upgrade. Neato. Hit me more. Yeah. How much of an upgrade?
This
5?
dispenser also carries Ultra Nanotech, the very latest in Gadgetron technology. Ultra Nanotech is 3 times more potent than Premium Nanotech.
Oh, Jesus, 30,000? Yeah, fighting games are... I'll play a good fighting game if there's a good reason for it, but, like, most of them nowadays, just, they don't have any reason to play them, so I won't play them. It's kind of like, the Naruto Ninja Storm games. I played the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games back in a long time ago, back when it was on PS3, and I enjoyed it, but then they wanted you to start doing like the actual fighting game to continue onwards, and I was just not happy with it. And fighting games like Tekken and Soul Calibur, never my thing. So GTA was a big no in my family. We weren't allowed to play GTA because of everything. And then as I grew older and I actually got to play GTA, I did eventually play the one for the PSP, but...
That must be the ship that will transport the bomb.
You think? Great work, detective.
But I never truly liked
Double tap
GTA
the
like all
R1
that.
button to activate hover, and hold the L2 or R2 button to stray from side to side.
Huh. I did not know that was a thing. Neat. So without ratting myself out, I can say that my parents would always buy consoles, but we would never buy games. We would always have different ways of getting the games. So I played a lot of games back when I was a kid, but I never actually bought those games. Oh, it's ice. But that being said, we always got the consoles at like, I'd say super discounted price. Oh, you know what? I should have recognized that. See, me and my my sibling always had to fight over the Game Boy Color. Not because, really, what's happening here? That was weird. But yeah, we always had to fight over who got the Game Boy Color, because we each owned our own games and wouldn't let each other play it. Really? That's weird. isn't it hitting this one? I can't hit this one target. Maybe I should hit that one first, because I can get the top one. Really? What is happening here? Maybe I can hover down on it? Nope. Really? That didn't work either. Come on. Oh, got it that time. That was incredibly difficult for no reason. Conquers 12 tails. That does not ring any kind of bell for me. Conquers 12 tails. Yeah, the only conquer that I can think of was Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Which, incredibly ironic. My parents wouldn't let me play GTA, but if you know what Conquer's Bad Fur Day is, they let me play Conquer's Bad Fur Day. Oop. I don't see anything special. Alright, well, that's not getting me anywhere, so... Jesus. That was long. Oop, nope. Oh, that was instant death. Put me actually pretty far back. Do I have to hit these again? No. Okay. Conquer 12 tails. What's that about? Doesn't even sound familiar. Oh, I have to do this one again, though? Oh, Jesus. The one that I didn't want to do. Well, at least they gave me that one. What? Oh, now that's just rude. I went to friends to play games in this building, even in GTA. Yeah, I don't know. GTA just never really stood out as a fun game for me after my parents had gate-kept it for so long. No! Rude. I can say that I've played San Andreas, and I've played 3. Why is this such a pain? Why is this such a pain? Really? An acorn kidnaps Conker's girlfriend. That's funny. Oh, I understand why it's not clicking now. It's not clicking because I'm not jumping off of the button. I have to jump off of the button for it to trigger. Duly noted. Let's not get too close again. Alright, we'll wait. Now we'll swing. I'm not fighting you. You can come fight me if you want to. Alright, let's try this again. So I'll wait until... That was probably too soon. Yep, way too soon. Wait until it goes under it. And I'd be alright with dying if I didn't have to redo this every time. The old game with their, the older games with their really bad checkpoint systems. I didn't make that, did I? Oh yeah, I did. But yeah, the older games with their checkpoint systems were not the best. I can understand that now that I'm older, but I also understand the importance of saving the game more often. Because, well, sounding like an old fart now, but back in my day, we didn't have to worry, or you had to worry about whether or not you saved the game every time. So that's a big, oh, this is going to be fun, isn't it? That's a big thing that you can argue with about the old games. I had a big conversation about this with a friend of mine a while back. But older games are longer because they're harder. Not saying that, saying that as a bad thing by any means, but that's why older games are harder. It's just because they are longer, so it takes up more time to play them. Newer games, unfortunately, can be real hit or miss because you can play them and have them beat in the same amount of time as an old game, but you didn't have any challenge. Ooh. Alright. It's one of the main reasons why I don't complain about old games having, or old games being too much more difficult, because they're gonna be harder. You have to actually try to beat these games. Nowadays, a lot of games, come on, are kind of handed to you. Like, a great example. I just played a game called Tales of Arise on the PS5. I don't know if it's on PS4 too, but I played it and I enjoyed the game. And then I found out that there was DLC for it. When I went to go look at the DLC, and then turn. Ooh, I made that. Nope, didn't make that though. But when I looked at the DLC, they were selling levels for your in-game. Like, you still had the max level of 100, but you could buy 5 to 10 levels to level up automatically. You wouldn't have to grind for it, and I'm just like, why? Why would you want that? That takes the fun out of the game, doesn't it? I mean, yeah, the game is easier, but... Oh! I didn't expect that at all. Got it. Ooh, just barely. Are you an enemy or are you a friendly?
Oh, heck.
Friendly.
Is there a problem, sir?
Y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
These dang rocks are too tough. I keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Let me look at that drill.
Well, shoot my dog and call me Sally. Thanks, partner.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Heck, here you go.
Alright, well, free raritanium. Now we have to go back to Poketaro. And, yeah, I actually remember Demolition Man. I don't remember it being hard. Kind of tedious, kind of annoying, yeah, but hard? Hardly. But then again, like I said, I know my definition of hard is different from a lot of people nowadays. Let's see. I need to buy more blaster ammo again. Oh, geez. There's a bunch of y'all. No, nowadays, I'll be honest, the only games that really give me a lot of grief are the platforming games. And I love a good platformer because of how hard it is. Like, with stuff like this, like, I'll get upset. I'll bang my head against the wall and be like, damn it, why is this so difficult? Or I'm having problems, but I'm still trying, so on and so forth. And, really? Oh, Jesus, there's even more of them. Oh, man, they are coming. I wonder, do I slide if I... That's probably why they told me about it. But yeah, I love a good platformer because it is all 100% timing and skill.
For you today.
Actually, let's buy the Pyrocitor ammo. I bet you that'll do me even better. Alright, that's on me. 100% on me. Because instead of buying blaster ammo, like I said that I should have, I bought the Pyrocitor.
Hi there, Fuzzball.
That's mine glove. No. That's...
Hi there, Fuzzball.
Wonder if I should just lay down and let them take me. Is there any help that I can have before I go fight that big old barrage? Alright, I don't think so. I'll go with the Pyrocitor and I'll just burn them all. Is this going over their heads? Was the flame going over their heads? Didn't look like it was hitting them at all. That was a little upsetting. Oh yeah, the bomb glove takes them all out in one hit. Yeah, people love things that look pretty, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot to be said about a good animated game. I don't mind it looking realistic, but it doesn't have to. Like, if you give me a great story and a great gameplay, combat, however have you, RPG, farming, I've played farming games, I can probably work with that. Alright, out of that. It's like, even these games, like the newer Ratchet and Clank games, oh, there was a skill point for that. I didn't realize. Pest control. Okay. Ah, this is a wall jump thing, huh? But yeah, I don't mind things that look pretty. Like the newer Ratchet and Clank games, oh man, I still love those games. Despite the fact that come on. I'm not perfectly lined up with the wall. Well, that happened. That happened again. I like the original Angry Birds. I don't like the new way that they do everything, where they turn everything into a Facebook game. Oh, really? So maybe I should start against the wall. Well, not like that, I shouldn't. Let me grab all this money. That way, if I don't come back, I won't forget it. But now everything gets turned into like a Facebook game, and personally, I hate it. The old Plants vs. Zombies used to be my favorite. And then they turned it into Plants vs. Zombies 2. And I just wasn't with that. Having to have friends online to play games with, like, I don't mind having online friends to play games with, but at the same time, I like a good single-player game. There's Angry Birds for the PS3? Jesus. There we go. Gold Bolt. I'm surprised at how much of this game I don't remember. I didn't know that there was going to be a gold bolt up there. I was hoping it was going to be something secret. Oh, well, something more secret, I should say. But yeah, Angry Birds is one of those things that's everywhere. Or it's become everywhere. Alright. Makes me feel like an old man every time I think about how far technology has come. I'm only 24, and I can think, no, technology's come a long way, video games have come a long way. Hope this isn't the right place to go. What was that noise? Oh, I hear it again. Is that a hydro displacer? It's the input for one. So I have to go pull it out from somewhere. That's an empty cave. I didn't really even notice it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Nowadays, that's the only way you can get any kind of good game. It's kind of like with this one, Ratchet and Clank. If I could get the game on PlayStation 2 disc, I can pull out an old PS2 and I can play it. But I have to be able to have a disc. And the prices of old retro games nowadays, forget about it. Huh. There's something that was up here, maybe? It was just a dead cave. Well, nope, still just a dead cave. It's like, I'd love to be able to play a game like this. Like, I enjoy Ratchet and Clank. I didn't expect there to be... Oh, I see it up there. I could probably get up there with a boost jump. I didn't expect it to be as laggy as it is. Oh, really? I can't make that? Can I somehow make it over here? When these bolts lie around, it just reminds me of all the gems that would lie around in Spyro. Mind you, I'm sure that if I really wanted to, I could play games. Yeah, hundreds and hundreds. I have a buddy who does a lot of looking around for old games that he used to play and stuff like that, and he's willing to pay $500 for an old game that he doesn't have as part of his collection. I just don't have that money. I wish I had that kind of money, but there it is. There is, like I said, you can always emulate it on a computer if you have a strong enough computer, but depending on the company and corporation depends on the retaliation to that if they find to. I used to love going to flea markets, but nowadays he's a real collector of stuff, just games in general. Like, he's got a lot of old NES games, but people aren't gonna sell those without knowing the price of those games anymore. Like, especially if it's a game that's well thought out after, people know. Or most people would know. Honestly, you'd have better chances of finding one at a, it is a mixed bag, but sometimes it is how it is. Let's do that. Just take all these out. Don't have to worry about them. Oh, I didn't even see these guys. Alright. But yeah, games in general nowadays, everything costs way more than it needs to. There we go. I like how I missed the first two and then hit the last one, but it destroyed the other two. Come on. I was about to say, I don't want to get hurt trying to get this health. Kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, come on. But yeah. Getting an emulator and emulating games, it can be a little bit easier unless you want the hard copy up versions of the game. Which there's nothing wrong with wanting a hard copy, but like we were saying, they're just so expensive. Who are
Hey,
you?
buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness. Aren't you just a little angel?
Actually, I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah, but looks aren't everything.
You be nice. I think I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
2,000,
There
that's
you
pretty
go,
cheap.
sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through,
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
I
Your
definitely
hydro
don't
pack
remember
will
this, but
automatically work when you are swimming. The hydro pack lets you swim against currents.
well, good, because I know a couple of places I can use that at. We have to go back to Poketaro anyways. Alright, so we're back here again. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh. Well, that happened. Uh-oh. That worked out. Barely, but it worked out. Yeah, and that's getting harder and harder these days. Is that, especially like old name brands, Legend of Zelda, Pokemon titles, like, maybe not all Legend of Zelda, but a lot of Pokemon titles, the old game cartridges that you have, oh man, people will pay a lot of money to get their hands on those. Just do this real quick. Gotcha. Barely. But yeah, people are... I've seen old Pokemon Game Boy Color cartridges that would be on sale for like $300. And then if it's in its original packaging, you might as well mark it up to $800. And it's not that I can't say that I don't understand, because I love Pokemon, but I'm not about to spend $500 to play an old game that I've played before. Sometimes you gotta... Some people want it for the collection purposes, and some people want it to play the game. and I've stopped trying to get things for collection purposes. It actually pisses me off how not forever digital downloads are. And I really hate it, but that's the new thing that just everybody's trying to go for. And most people are doing it because there's no reason to have a... Ooh, well, that didn't work. But there's no reason to have a disc anymore because they're taking the disc and the cartridge and all that stuff out of their systems. Like PS5 and Xbox, you don't have to have a disc player for it anymore because they just take it out and you can only get digital downloads. But when you have digital downloads, like if something happens and they take it off the market, or they take it off for whatever reason they have, and it's no longer available to you, what are you going to do? Well then, that happened. If they decide that they're no longer going to endorse that game, or that company that sells that game, and they take it off of the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Game Pass, however have you, you no longer can have it. And that's a lot to be said about, no offense to you, I don't know how old you are, but older gamers, they prefer to have physical copies because it shows that, oh, well, I missed. It shows that you did care about the game, you bought the game, you liked the game, you kept the game. But they're just, it's a dying breed. Simply because of the way that they're doing things. It's a dying breed to have a physical copy of any game. And it's sad to say that, but soon enough, the only way that you're going to be able to get some of the older games is through pirate. Well, you're not that much older than me, but that explains a lot. Because me personally, I prefer to have a physical copy. It doesn't do the game itself justice to have a physical copy. And it feels like a losing battle because they're doing everything in their ability to make it to where you don't need or even want to have a physical copy. Nowadays, even if you have a physical copy, you have to download the game after you have put the physical copy into your PlayStation or Xbox. And a lot of people are like, well, what sense does that make? Why do I have to download the game just to play the game? And a lot of people don't understand it does have to do with the SSD and all of that. But physical copies will last a lot longer than the digital ones. But now, digital is the way that they're making everything. Uh-oh. Are you gonna... Oh, you're not? I'm fine with that. I'm almost dead anyways. And then there's also the space factor. If you collect physical copies, there's a lot to be said about it. Ooh, come on. About how much space it overall takes up. Well, that happened. Because overall, physical copies... Oh.
We are too late. The ship is leaving.
Hang on. There's an old defense turret over there. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it.
But yeah, even physical copies take up space. Just, they take up physical space. And that's another reason why people have started moving over to digital copies. Because it's easier to keep a lot of digital stuff in one place than it is for physical. Like, I have a bookshelf that has games on it. Oh, is someone shooting at me? I didn't know the ship could shoot at me. But yeah, I have a bookshelf full of games. But... And the cover art used to be really, really pretty back in those old days. I remember the first PS2 game that I ever received a physical copy of was Ark the Lad, Twilight of the Spirits. And that game, oh, I forget how this works. Uh-oh, oh God, the controls are they're a thing. But yeah, I remember looking at that game's cover art for so long. It just was fantastic. Man. I do not feel like I am making any kind of impact. Come on. I gotta keep putting missiles into it. I liked it better when I had the radar. I feel like we've done enough damage to this thing. I don't think that it's gonna make it on its space trip over to another planet. Unless it's this planet. Oh jeez, come on. I was hoping I could take out their shit before I had to worry about mine. Oh man, I never even got the chance to worry about those 3D glasses. I'm honestly kind of glad, because I ended up buying a set of 3D glasses so I could play the Sly 3 levels with the 3D glasses. Yeah, it definitely was not worth it. Come on. I wish I had the real 3D glasses, but after playing the game what I could with the 3D glasses that I had, you ain't missing much, but now it's just a collector's item. I don't even remember what they called it in the game. It's not 3D glasses, of course, but I thought it was funny and I thought it was cool that they even did something like that. But the first time I ever had the chance to try it, I was doing the... what was it? It was the level with the guru walking stick and cane. And I remember... oh Jesus, these guys are everywhere. Oh, that's just rude. There were tons of them. Maybe I should go for the front first. It seems to be the side that I'm having the biggest issue with. See, I have to wear prescription glasses. And so wearing 3D glasses on top of them just never really felt good. Like, I just couldn't get behind the whole glasses on glasses thing. Come on. There we go. Now I can just shoot straight forward pretty much. Oh, well, except for when they come out from the right side. It's still a lot easier than it was to do the front side last. Yeah, that was a lot easier.
Men, you are about to embark on a very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet. Actually, that doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are simple. Destroy anything that moves. steal the power generators from Gorda City, then destroy anything that doesn't move. Oh, and don't forget, have fun.
We must get to the moon base and stop Drek.
No, we have to get to the moon base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
But Drek is going to destroy that city. We must get to the base.
That's what I said.
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
Fine.